we zoom out to all our player cameras for one last time today. Who's your pick?
To take out the game?
Yeah, take out the game. It's a hard one, isn't it?
It's
There's so
really
many
hard.
teams.
There are
There's
so many teams that I could make the argument for. I'm going to go snap decision.
There we go.
I'm going 4 AM.
4 AM, you reckon they're going to get the second one of the day?
For knee-jerk reasons, there's any of like 5 teams I could have gone for and probably justified.
All right, well, I mean, 4 AM didn't have the hottest showing on the first Miramar of the day, and this plane path is a pretty rude one,
That's
actually.
exclusive. That gets rid of a good half of the map. I mean, having a look at our teams who like to be further down south, that's, well, like half the lobby, really. Mega in particular, they like to loot down at Puerto Paraiso. That's where they were last game, then moved up the coast. They've got quite a hike to get there.
Look, I don't think they'll be going there. And if they are, they're going to need to have a few gas tank
surely they will absolutely go somewhere else. They've got to have a secondary loot location they can go to.
As we see the XQF fans.
Club.
I'm going for XQF. If you're going for 4 AM, I think XQF are going to take the last game of the day.
So to clue you in on my internal sort of discussion with myself there. Well, it wasn't really a thought process as much. I did knee-jerk it, but I was tossing up 4 AM, XQF, and then Tempo purely because I want them to get a win. They've had some consistent results, not as good as Cloud9, but they've been up there, and I would like to see them get a win, but
that is a really
we'll see.
cool
I was
skin.
just about to say that's. I'm
That
very distracted by the Batwing suit. That's.
And of course, it is the star player Paraboy. They have the capability and the players to really turn it around, and would be a good story to see them finish off the day with the top 2, top 3 finish. Of course, Jimmy, the XQF's best snake.
Yeah, he was the savior of Game 2 for them as they lost 3 players very early, and Jimmy stayed alive all the way to a 3rd place, I believe. Only the 4 frags, but with the 10 placements, that gains them 14. So, pretty decent thing to...
Soul are starting to take shots at Team Queso. Team Queso immediately hop out of their vehicles and start to return fire because they are very angry at the moment, Team Queso. They want to chase some eliminations, I believe. They are outgunned at the moment. There is a 2-2 split from both teams, in fact, so the angle comes across, and Viper's going to get the first knock. That's onto Marco. Now, they're going to start to use the high ground here, Team Soul. This is going to be very beneficial as Marco and Ayala might not be sure about this flank coming in. Viper and Regaltos, they're in a very good position. If they can manage to get themselves up onto this higher location, I don't think you can jump up there just yet.
Yeah, not quite from there. I think you have to go up a little bit further over when it's a bit
Aman
less
has been
steep.
answered, though. So it is a 1-for-1 trade. It looks like the Marco has been picked up, and Mortal will try and pick up Aman. Tate was the man to find that knock on the flank, on the rotate. He's poking out wider. This is very, very awkward engagement, in fact. As the other 2 players from Team Soul aren't in really a position, because they couldn't get up that high ground, to take advantage of being above Ayala and Marco.
As much as they would like to get themselves some early damage across here, Tate going to cop a few bullets at range there and can't quite find the cover that he needs just yet. Playing some very risky business around the tree. Not sure exactly where he's being shot from and can't figure out where to hide, but has found some cover just in time.
The tree's
Viper unable to land the shots, unfortunately, given the time that he had. Needs to be careful as well, as there is other Team Queso members very close by.
I've lost track of this 4th player, Regaltos. I've lost track of him at the moment. I'm not sure where he is, but...
he's in a car going on a real big flank.
He is, too.
Real big flank.
He's actually gone all the way around. Huh. I'll have to tune into that soon, because I think that might be a little bit of action.
Are Soul making a play to try and remove Team Queso entirely?
I think they might be. They kind of have to. The zone is coming in, and they are outside the zone. So I think he's...
He doesn't want to move too early,
I don't think he's aware that
Tate's
Tate's
his
doubled
team
back.
to be able to help him.
Now he is.
He can't really take this engagement solo.
He goes for the spray. Doesn't manage to connect either, so now the jig is up. Tate knows, and he returns fire onto Regaltos. The Molotov comes out, but that's not going to do a lot of damage. Regaltos has been picked off. Greedy from Regaltos, and that's going to be his demise, leaving Soul with 3 players remaining. The idea wasn't bad. The execution was a little to be left desired. Or left a little to be desired, even. Tempo Storm, they moved very early days and find themselves in a fantastic position on the south. They will be greeted by 4 AM soon. As we see Savano now equaling up the tally, I believe, as Team Queso have all piled in, and now they're getting aggressive onto Seoul, knowing that there's only 3 players remaining. Now 2.
Death rolls in.
Yeah, that was the combi of death as Dexy is added to his kill tally. He must be getting up there too. I believe he got 3 or 4 last game, so
much pressure.
Ooh, this is Yudu versus 4AM for the 4th game in a row. These two squads are going to find each other. Jumper's managed to just escape, but Manpig's actually hopped out of the vehicle and tried to take Svano out. He's on a slither of HP, manages to land 1 headshot. That might scare him off his line for that second needed to recover. He's got the high ground friend in Jinhee, just waiting for the peak to come out. Yudu are in a decent position here, and Svano is actually stuck on that road. The smokes are going to have to come out for sure.
Not a lot of freedom for them to move here without some sort of utility. Saki has gone for the big rotate, the big pin down to try and lock these players down at long range. It is a pretty substantial range for an AR to hit, but certainly doable with the spray. And Yudu here, I mean, they've got 1 player separated from the others, but look at this pinch coming in from 4AM. They are completely surrounding Yudo here. They really want these kills, and Manpig's going to get sprayed down again.
Oh no, they're very aware of Yudu's positioning, stuck under this bridge now. This is dangerous times if you're a Yudu player, because they are aiming at you, and it's 4AM, a team that does not miss too often. Drax on the combi van, trying to go for a run for it. One of the better vehicles, I guess, in that situation is this flat land. Fredo and Jumper joining in on the transit as well.
No way they're getting out of this.
They are quite a while away. Fredo does jump out of his vehicle as it starts to light on fire. He's not keen on that, and he's been spotted though. Surely Svano does. Yep, he's knocked another kill to his tally. And he will regain the kill leader position, I believe, after that one.
If not, he's very, very close. As you say, Dexy's got to breathe at some point. It looks like he is actually tanking some damage to his health in order to get a bit further away without coming up. But unless he wants to die to this water, he's got to service at some point, and he doesn't have much more time before he can come up.
Tell you what, got a set of lungs on him. Comes up and gets found out immediately. Dexy goes down.
Sacrificed so much health to try that.
I think that's probably the only way you can.
I don't think he's going to get away with it somehow.
Good night, sweet prince.
There it is. So Perksas will be falling. C9 will drop a player there, and now Yudu and Fnatic and XQF are all in a very close sort of area.
Ooh.
As XQF are basically going to let these two fight and then try and steal whatever kills they can.
Yeah, it looks like Jimmy's got the line onto a waste. I think if that vehicle blows up, he might collect a double there.
Yeah, I wonder if he'll just go for the spray or
Cool Boy's actually very close as well. Marco, the last player from Team Queso, getting lit up by a jumper from Yudu. Would be sad to see Marco go out in such fashion, but it looks like he doesn't have much shield left either, so a waste that does get finished off, leaving Fnatic with, I believe, 2. That nade is centimeter perfect. Marco is...
Goodness me, that was...
pretty mad about that one.
That was a dunk.
That certainly was.
That one. So Team Queso got 15th, unfortunately for them.
It was perfect to a T, as we see a perfect circle almost come out.
4AM, though, are coming in on the flank, and they're coming in behind C9, but before they can even get towards C9, they've got to deal with Orange, who are pushing them, and again, C9 are praying for Orange in this fight. They're thoroughly on their side at this point, hoping that they can help them clean up 4AM, because if 4AM go out here in 14th place, that's either C9 or XQF pretty much guaranteed into the lead, depending on how well the teams in 4th and 5th.
Now, we saw Orange get a knock last game and start pushing aggressively, and they're doing the same once more. It is a 2-for-2 trade, I believe. 4AM are going to be very confident as they start to crest the ridge line. It is 4AM with the advantage in this fight. It's down to a 1v1. Pop doesn't know where the player is, though. He does get the advantage in this fight. He drops to the ground, but it's not going to be enough. And 4AM, they will be able to retain all 4 players and eliminate Orange. Guess how many eliminations they're up to now, Tim?
Approximately too many.
Too many is definitely the
13.
answer. They're up to 13 elimination points already for 4AM, and there are 35 in the lobby. And we lost a Unique and Fnatic, so the circle is starting to close in, and teams are starting to get pushed together. Omen and Tempo are so close to each other as Wi-Fi is being knocked out. Carnage has a nade on the way, but it's not going to collect him. Sixless and Carnage playing very, very patiently at the moment, as looks like Omen have lost Zute, and Tempo gatekeeping their North American brethren at the moment. As Jimmy's actually been popping off, and that's going to be Yudu knocked out. Tucker's managed to claim a knock onto one of the 4 AM players as well, so all of the top teams are getting involved. Cloud9 at the moment, they'll be rubbing their hands together, watching this all unfold.
With 13 elims, so living the dream. If they can continue this, then it's looking to be another very high kill chicken win for them, but it's not all said and done just yet. There's a lot of teams standing between them and that victory. So a lot of work still to be done for the 4 AM guys. They've certainly started off the right way as the circle is just about to move. Let's have a look where it's going. Ooh. Just below dead center. And
Tempo are getting aggressed upon already.
Oman are actually making the play here to try and catch out their North American brethren. Chica's going to take a lot of damage. Nico's in the open there as well, and Carnage does need to get inside, free from the zone, and just about avoids that last Tempo player. Sixless, a little too deep, unfortunately, but still good work being done here by XQF as they've already got themselves 6 frags. Omen go out.
Oh, order!
Jeez.
He's pushed up and claimed 2.
He's cleaning up Tempo single-handedly.
Nico, the last man alive, and he's hungry for these finishes, is order. Nico with all of the work to do now. The hope of staying in the top 5 at the end of the day really is resting on his shoulders at the moment. Chica gets taken out, finished off by order. Tucker from FFQ is being aggressed upon by 4 AM. They managed to avoid Cloud9. They've run into FFQ. Nico gets taken out. That's Tempo Storm out in 8th. Whoa, this fight is very close quarters combat.
If anyone can beat 4 AM, it's a victory for the likes of C9 and XQF. But of course, all of those teams still with multiple players up. 3 up for Cloud9, 4 AM 3.
Up from the south. Synergy coming up from the north, and in their way is FFQ. One of the players from FFQ is knocked out by another nade. And another nade comes through, getting another knock for 4 AM. Their nade usage today has been absolutely perfect. Hisaki's got 5 eliminations for the match, as you saw just there. Svano knows where Cloud9 is. Beowulf trying to hide behind that vehicle. The eliminations do come through. The Chinese teams have eliminated Mega in a combined effort and are now turning their attention to Synergy. How are 4 AMs? An easy knock, but Hisaki is behind that wall. He can find the nade. Maybe. No, not quite. As FFQ claim a double nade order. Spraying around the corner. Isn't going to be able to get the knock. He's running out of ammo. 3 left. Mini does come out, but it's not enough. Another knock, but Paraboy is coming through for the cleanup, and he is going to find the player for him. Hisaki is done and dusted, finished. Zinhi bleeding out around the corner. He's been knocked a few times too, so that's not going to last too long. Svano.
Dude,
the key. He gets another nade onto Paraboy. Yes, he knocked out their player, but they're not going to get that revive anyway. The XQF 4 AM fight continues, and my lord, surely that is 4 AM going out. 23 kills to their name in the game, though.
And look at this, it's like it's been our top 4 for the last couple of fights, now the last couple of circles, I should say. It's now Cloud9 and XQF 3, and DKG I should say, 3, and 1 for XQF. So this is some of our top teams still left in it. XQF and there's the 1 player left, and he'll surely be found. Cool Boy will bow out, so now C9 are in with a chance for their second chicken dinner, but they're all going to pile in the 1 car, and that's with them all done!
Crazy gets the double! Alright, DKG, 3-man strong, they know exactly where he is too. Only a matter of time. Pyro needs to get these 1v1s. That nade's going to land in his pocket, and that's going to seal the game. It will be DKG to claim the 4th game of the day, leaving all Chinese teams to pick up 1 for the day.
So just like the scrims yesterday, we saw all the Chinese teams get a win each, and then 1 team from another region grab a win, and Tempo Storm in 5th. And I think that's pretty much how we're going to end up.